Hey, I hear that Aaron Judge, though, is going to be helping out during the New Year's festivities at Times Square.
Oh, yeah? Why is that?
Yeah.
Tell
He's
me.
going to be helping them drop the ball.
Oh!
Yay.
Is there anybody
Just so you guys know, I'm recording, so no one get caught off guard. Now it's all fair game now, boys and girls.
How about the Reading Whoopies who did it first before Portland?
I was just about to say that.
Okay, bet.
Yeah.
Well, Val, you need to get to that store because they have all the Cosmic Brownie merch that you would want. They had towels, they had shirts, they had socks, they had all kinds of stuff.
Socks.
Where is this at again?
In Chattanooga, Tennessee. That's where Little
perfect.
Debbie was founded.
I need to go to a Lookouts game anyway. That's perfect.
Yeah, apparently their new stadium's not going to be ready next year, so they're going to have to play in the old stadium one more season.
Oh, darn.
So I have to tell you all, I had almost a 3-hour drive today, and I got to hear your wonderful voices on the many wonderful podcasts that you represent, and you got me through a 3-hour drive very painlessly. So I very much appreciate it. So much quality content.
Did you get to enjoy Stadium Food Girl wearing your wonderful hat?
Yes, I sure did.
Fan.
Yes, I sure did. And also getting to hear her name mentioned on the show before the show podcast. I was like, what is she charging for autographs now? That's what I want to know is like, what, she's a somebody, obviously. So,
but thank you so much for that. I will say though, to say I was not jealous would be a lie. To say I was jealous is an understatement. And Mr. Paul Caputo's biography, damn near biography given by Tyler Mon on the pod must be nice.
Well, I mean, this sounds really bad, but
don't do it, Val. Well, yeah. See, this is why you don't say things like that, because now his head is going to be too big. Walk around, sorry, He has his own mute. He doesn't even. Is this thing on? Is this on? I bet you his headphones is not working. Look at him. He looks so flustered. Look at him.
He's simultaneously writing another article for sportslogos.net.
You're on mute, my friend.
You're muted, Paul.
You muted yourself. There you are, Paul. You can hear. Go ahead. Say something.
I think it's working. Am I good?
Wow.
Yeah, sure.
There he is.
Well, this is
Am I good?
Yeah.
Is this thing on?
Listen, we're only in tip-top shape on this.
We're so professional on this.
We are so professional.
What the hell's going on in StreamYard here? But I don't have this problem in StreamYard.
This is StreamYard. Oh, all of a sudden
I see Pat laughing. I can't hear Pat laughing
because he hasn't said anything.
Can you hear me, Paul? Paul, can you hear me?
About this. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Yeah, but I
can't
hear
us.
Professionals. We're professionals.
Okay, so don't repeat it. Don't repeat what I just said. Then Ed is what.
I'm going to. It's too late. It's going to be on the podcast. I'm going to be like, I'm going to put that as a snippet at the beginning
about our audio issues on your podcast. It's fine.
Yeah,
it's working.
Just like we put that your little mishap at the beginning of the intro for the podcast.
Who, Val?
I was trying so hard to put it in
Oakland's biggest baseball fan by wearing a Las Vegas A's hat to the interview.
I did not think but like we're literally going to talk to a guy who's going to rant about his thoughts, and I'm wearing a Las Vegas A's hat, all proud, like I'm smiling, I'm so excited. I'm like,
yeah.
So what you guys didn't get to see though, which is the best part, is the facial expressions that she was making as that she was realizing that she's like, oh shit.
Like she realized she was the trigger at that moment.
When she went into her explanation, I almost drove off the road. I was laughing so hard because it was just such good content. It was great.
Speaking of, by the way, did you guys see that they removed the Oakland name altogether?
Yep.
Just the Athletics.
Nope, cannot hear you, Paul. So, you know what it is, guys? You know what it is? Why he's messing up so much? He doesn't have a hat on.
Yeah.
Y'all, I have to show you something.
Go for it. Oh, the Arizona Fall League T-shirt.
This is my
Ooh.
favorite shirt. I've washed it and worn it at least once every week since the Fall League.
I got
And
my
then it's got
muscle
this big like. It's got this big like.
Oh, that's
Love it.
cool.
Love
This
that.
is my favorite shirt ever. It's my most favorite shirt. I bought a Cigarro Cactus T-shirt too, but this is like my most favorite shirt right now. It's
You mean
my-
that one right there? Look at that hat. Look at that hat. Curve it. Curve
Oh
it. There it is.
yes! Hell yes!
There it
Tony,
is.
what do you think about that material? I was like, I don't know if he sees this up close, but it's like that mesh material.
Yeah.
You like that?
Oh, 90s
I love it.
style.
I was gonna say that's
Yeah.
the old school mesh material.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this is like old football jersey mesh material. I love it. Thank you very much for getting these for me, by the way.
Yeah, of course.
So definitely, I'm gonna have to work with Eric on this one because he wants me to find some hats for him on that
No.
one.
Well, I wish Eric would stop talking so much. My gosh, just
Just talking as much as Paul is.
Paul, your computer's on
I
mute.
tried to unmute you, but it says,
How about now?
There
There
it
you
is.
go.
You know what I had to do?
What?
I had to turn off my phone. I had to
Mhm.
like literally shut
it
down
did
my
it
phone.
again.
Yeah.
Yep. Mine did that a couple weeks ago, Paul. I know exactly what you're talking about. I was
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, though. It did that on the Brockmeyer recording
Yeah.
for him. So,
Yeah.
all right.
I just like I had my phone in my pocket and I was like I kept trying to like change the microphone, and I was just like, no,
Yeah.
I won't.
It's because you have your phone connected to your laptop.
Not on purpose.
If you say so.
Hey, YouTube doesn't do this. I had a 45-minute interview with the Winnipeg Gold Eyes earlier tonight, and
I want to keep calling them the Golden Eyes.
I know he just said that actually in the interview. He's like, yeah, we're not a Pierce Brosnan James Bond movie.
They should. Anyways,
Yeah,
guys, are we ready to roll with this?
can't wait.
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. Me. I haven't drank enough water today.
Me neither.
Got it for beer. By the way, I did try the new Monster Guava. Zero sugar. Let me tell you. Yummy.
Are they sponsoring?
No, but they should.
You getting a
'cause
kickback for mentioning this?
I wish they should. They should. I wish they would, but you know how this goes. They haven't. But it's okay. They'll give us a call eventually when we get, nice and famous, except for Eric. Oh, hey, Eric.
Well, where's the musical intro?
The listeners.
I know, right? Is anybody there?
Is anybody there?
All right. Well, welcome everyone to yet another episode of the Data Chronicles. My name is Ed, and with me, as always, my co-host, my good friend, Stadium Food Girl Val. What's going on, girl?
Hi, I'm doing great. I'm so excited. We have a full house today. This
I
is so
know.
cool.
I know this is going to be exciting. We have the co-host of the Data Chronicles Sports Show, and then some guy who is like some famous author, right? Who wrote a book, decided to write a book about minor league baseball. He keeps getting mentioned on minor league podcasts and things like that. Whatever.
What's up, guys? Have we started? When are we starting the recording?
We haven't started yet. So
Yeah. New York Times best-selling author.
yeah, right. We got
Love that.
Patrick Larson, we got Donnie Wise, Eric Prophet, and Mr. Paul Caputo. Gentlemen and lady, how's everybody doing tonight?
Doing
Fantastic.
great.
Doing well.
Doing awesome.
First of all, thank you all of you for doing this on very short notice. This was my mess up. First of all, I want to say this because I thought that we had a someone already scheduled, but it was totally forgot that it was not this week. It was next week. So it was my mess up, which actually it ended up working out because I've been wanting to do this episode, right? the
I
World
think
Series.
the message here is that we are the 2nd through 5th choices for who you'd rather be
more
talking
about
to tonight.
more about 10th. More about 10th. Okay, so let's be honest.
If you don't feel love now, then you'll never feel love.
We're the backup to the backup to the backup.
To the backup, right? But
I'd rather be
feel
with you guys than the finest people in the world.
Yeah, right. But I do feel the love because you guys all agreed, except for Eric. He goes like, I don't know. Let me think about it. Eric, you're talking.
He's like,
too
I
much.
may
Calm
have
down.
some other plans. Let me see which I like
Yeah,
to do
right.
better.
I think what he actually said is that if Patrick shows up, I will not show up. So
That's
Can we
exactly
talk
what
about
I
Donnie's
said.
hat right now? Donnie's hat is spectacular.
It really is, man.
love
Thank
it.
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
This is
We all-
thanks to Val. Val picked this up for me when she was at the Arizona Fall League. She got me this one, and she got me the Salt River rafters.
Which, by the way, at the time of this recording, we are less than a week away, Paul.
We are. We're days away.
Days
from
away from being
the
in
Arizona Fall Stars game.
Do you think he's actually going to show?
We'll see.
Oh,
We'll see.
I'm going to show up. I'm going to show up.
Yeah. So you said a month ago.
Yeah. What's the weather look like in North
I do
Carolina?
you know what's funny? But I've actually been looking at the weather.
Yeah. So
By the way, tropical depression forming in the Caribbean. By the way, just so you guys know.
Okay. Standing by.
yeah.
Standing
So
by.
stay tuned in a couple weeks for the Dad Hat Travel Chronicles.
Right.
Right. We're gonna have another sad episode of Ed saying he's sorry he couldn't have been there.
Just as my friends just so happily been talking about the fun times that they had.
We'll
Which,
be
by the
having
way,
beer and
shout
wings
out-
with Sam Dykstra.
I know, right? Shout out to Eric Prophet. You know what? He got me, one of the pins,
I wish he
For
could be here tonight.
the Golden Knights. So I appreciate you. This is a pretty
Oh,
cool one,
man.
man.
Woo!
So
Man,
the
what a
goaltender-
guy.
I haven't even. I'm never gonna take it off of here. I'm gonna leave it the way it is because that's pretty cool. So
It's beautiful what you do for friends that hate each other.
isn't it? We
Yeah.
hate each other to the bone.
What else did
Yeah.
I send, or is that a surprise?
No, where is that hat?
In the trash.
For the listener at home.
So no,
Real
listen. You know
quick,
what's so bad? I'm getting as bad as Patrick. I have a box full of hats. Collecting
I was gonna wear that hat tonight.
my Waterburger
Yeah.
hat. It's right here. It's right here.
Nice.
It's beautiful. So
Love it.
I was gonna say I really, really wish, and I guess I need to do what Donnie does and go on eBay, but I need that same Saguaro cactus hat and a dad hat.
Mm.
They didn't have any there.
they don't have a lot of dad hats, which is
They-
kind of
Ranger Amy and I were there, I want to say 2 years ago for the championship game. And man, the store was picked over.
Oh,
And all the t-shirts were like the dry wicking t-shirts. It wasn't like a regular cotton shirt. And so I can't wear those for more than like an hour and a half without
getting
needing a
itchy.
bath. Yeah. No, it's not the itchiness. It just sweat them up.
Yeah, well, they're meant for working out,
Yeah.
So
I want one that I can wear around and be like, look, I was at the Arizona Fall League.
Look at me. Oh, cool.
Look at me.
All right, guys. Major League Baseball season came to an end.
Oh.
It was in a very exciting year.
Mhm.
A lot of highs, a lot of lows, a lot of what the was that,
Yeah.
and a lot of are they for real an actual team?
Hmm.
And it ended, and I was not pleased with the results.
Mm.
Your
Mhm.
team, out of all of the teams that we root on this podcast at this moment, was the one that made it the furthest in the playoffs. So,
Yeah.
Forgive me if we do not share in your sadness.
Hey, what did Garrett Cole have in common with me on a date in high school?
What?
Not even making it to first base.
Oh,
I
knew that was
I'm-
coming.
I don't know why I don't know why I thought that was going to be what you were going to say.
Which, by the way, congrats to Garrett Cole, though. He
Yeah.
just signed a nice little extension, $144 million.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I hear that Aaron Judge, though, is going to be helping out during the New Year's festivities at Times Square.
Oh, yeah? Why is that?
Yeah.
Tell
He's
me.
going to be helping them drop the ball.
Oh!
Yay.
Is this Patrick Larson Jr. over here? What are we doing?
Wow.
What are we doing? He says.
The middle row is just full of the craziness tonight.
And I haven't even said anything yet.
I know, right?
I want to touch on, since we're talking New York Yankees, we still don't know where Juan Soto is ending up.
Not a Yankee.
Yes, very true. But on that same note, I did see that today is the deadline for qualifying offers. Mm-hmm. And when I was reading, I don't know why it's a lot more complex than I thought it was. Apparently, they have to have been, in order for them to be, I guess for it to be like a mutual thing with the team coming in and saying like, yes, we want to continue this, they have to have been with the team for the entire season and cannot have had qualifying offers from other teams. And I was like, I watch the sport. Why can't I think of a guy who fits this example? So I saw that Teoscar Hernandez is one of those guys that qualifies for this, and Walker Buehler.
Good for Teoscar Hernandez, by the way. He earned that one.
But I don't think he's gonna. I mean, I guess, yeah.
I miss Teoscar.
Interestingly enough, though, I feel like he's not going to stay in LA because I feel like the Dodgers like to do things that like break the news, that are like what gets big bold letters in like the newspapers, and I don't feel like signing Teoscar Hernandez is going to do that for them. Plus, on top of that, they get like an extra, like a draft pick if they like don't sign him. So I feel like,
yeah, but man, I mean, if I'm the Dodgers, why would you not want to bring it? Bring all the whole team back,
right? I mean, just like it's the same formula all over again, which is why I was really sad that we didn't keep Monty. But seeing how
we're the healthy Shohei Ohtani,
right?
So let's not forget that Shohei Ohtani is going to be healthy and pitching. So, man,
do you think they bring him back as a pitcher? Do you think he pitches?
Yeah.
Why
wouldn't he? Why wouldn't you?
I think he was just out for a year with his injury.
But he had such a dominating offensive year, not worrying about pitching. I don't know.
But, I mean,
he only played what, DH, really?
Yeah, and he's shown that he could do both. I mean, I don't know if you guys remember last season when the Angels and Tigers played each other in a doubleheader. He pitched, and then 30 minutes later, he was on the batting lineup. Well, not only did he pitch and bat, but then he didn't pitch and then still was on the lineup. And I was just like...
I think they have to do it in order to justify the contract, or at least they have to try it.
No, they don't.
I think they do.
Are you kidding me? Those good. Who was it? There was like they got him for $700 million, right? But the Dodgers are getting well over $2.4 billion in revenue because of Shohei Ohtani. They're fine with him just being a DH if they wanted to, and well overpaid DH, but they're fine because they're getting a lot of money in return. You know what I mean? The whole Japan market alone by itself.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
The Dodgers' first order of business is to make sure that they retain Will Smith, because this is the 5th year in a row that a team with someone named Will Smith won a World Series.
See, that's the best stat of the podcast so far.
But I think he's locked in for 10 years, so they're good.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I think he's good. Just make sure they don't trade him.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to ask you guys. So far, and then I'm gonna do this a little backwards, but so far, biggest news of the offseason so far for you guys as of today, which is, by the way, November 4th. Okay, so as of today, November 4th, what's the biggest news for you guys?
The Phillies have 3 new owners.
3 new owners?
Well, John Middleton is still the primary owner of the team, but they have 3 new
minority.
investors.
Gotcha.
And I just think that they're going to help us bring in Juan Soto, all that extra influx of cash there.
I don't see him in Phillies college, just so you know.
Well, what do you see him in Cleveland?
No, God no. The ownership in Cleveland is cheap as all hell. What do you know?
I didn't mean to lash out at you, Ed. I'm sorry.
How dare you?
I'm gonna say for me, only because I'm thinking with my Rangers hat on, even though it's not a Rangers hat, Jorge Soler to the Angels. And plus that happened like the same night.
Very quiet too. And so I was like, we're just gonna throw this in there.
Right.
Yeah, it was a pretty good one. What about you, Eric?
Yeah, for me, the Kansas City Royals re-signed Michael Wacha.
Yeah.
I think that was a pretty good get to shore up the, and then I think he's 2 years with a 3rd-year player option.
Yep.
So we'll have him for a couple of years, and then obviously we have Lugo and Reagan, so that'll be still a good top 3. So that's kind of a big priority. So I'm glad to see they re-signed him.
I like that one. I
saw Michael Wacha throw 8 2/3 innings of a no-hitter in St. Louis, and it was ruined by the guy sitting in front of me at the game who said, "You want to see a no-hitter? Or no, have you ever seen a no-hitter? Because you're about to." And then the next hit was a little chopper dribbler over the pitcher's head that went for an infield single.
Was that the one where they started doing the wave?
Yes, they were doing the wave.
See?
The 8th inning.
Wow.
Here we go. Here we go.
St. Louis baseball fans deserve every bad thing that happens to them, and that was one of them. Doing the wave in the middle of the 8th inning of a no-hitter. Come on. Listen, I don't care how you feel about the wave. If you were doing anything, if you're doing anything other than watching the baseball game during a no-hitter, you deserve what you get.
Okay, I'll give you that. During a no-hitter, yeah, you got to pay attention during a no-hitter. So
yeah. I don't care if it's 49-0. We don't do the wave.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
We don't.
If you want to play your kindergarten games in a 49-0 game,
if you guys pay attention slowly, you can see me holding back to you.
Maybe some hopscotch, maybe. Okay, so I don't care. Patrick, biggest news for you.
Man, I'm trying to think of something that hasn't been used. I think the Mets extending qualifying offers to 3 guys. It was Severino, it was Alonso, and Manaea. So
I like that. I don't know what happened to Sean Manaea Magic, because in San Francisco I wasn't impressed. In Oakland I wasn't impressed, and in San Diego I was not impressed. So for him to have came in and did what he did in October was crazy.
Yeah. And then on a personal note, the biggest news is Dalton Varsho finally winning a Gold Glove that's way, way, way overdue. So I was very, very, very pleased for Dalton Varsho.
I like it. Donnie, I know you're scrolling on your phone trying to see what's the good news. I know. I can see it in reflection on your glasses.
My off season's only been 4 days. But...
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, rub that in a little bit, Donnie.
Plus that 1/5 inning.
I'll say this. I was not surprised at the Garrett Cole situation. I mean, I figured they would make him sweat a little bit after all the stuff. But I guess as far as the Yankees go, I was a little surprised about the Gleyber Torres not giving him an offer or something. Because I mean, he was one of the few bright spots we had throughout the World Series, I felt. I mean, he kind of was pretty consistent. He's probably not the best player in the world, but
Gleyber Torres plays short, right?
Huh?
With Gleyber Torres, what position?
Second base.
Second base. Yeah. Do you know why they didn't want to?
Well, I don't know.
They were asking him to move early on, and he's like, "Nah,
yeah,
I'm not moving.
Yeah,
you better send Chisholm somewhere else. I am not moving." That was
I think Chisholm would be better in the outfield for us anyway.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him in center field and maybe move Judge around, which if Soto doesn't come back, then that's probably going to be the case, that Judge will move over to right. Chisholm will be in center.
Yeah. Do you think it's because the Yankees didn't want to cover his salary like Garrett Cole didn't want to cover first base?
Wow. Maybe.
That was a quick left turn right there out of Pat.
Well,
that was
the Yankees did the one thing that Rizzo didn't do, is they threw Cole the ball. They threw him an extension. So there you go. I could play that game too if you like.
All right.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised they didn't pick up Rizzo though. I think he's done. I think he's spent.
Rizzo's, yeah.
So
all right, 2 things for me. He's gonna go back to Chicago to finish his career with the Cubs. One, Jimenez and Kwan Gold Glove, well deserved for Cleveland.
Yep,
I was very happy with that. And number 2, and to me, this is the biggest FU to an owner, right?
Montgomery.
Yes. Montgomery doing the player option for $22.5 million. You want to trade him now? You got to pay the man. That was the biggest. Oh, you want to talk shit about me? F you. I'm signing on. And it made my heart so happy when I saw that. That was like the biggest. That was the biggest news for me so far this offseason.
Yeah.
Well, didn't we all say that we were hoping and praying he would pick up that option and earn that payday because he had such a poor season. I mean, you might as well pick up the option and get your money. And so congratulations, Jordan Montgomery. I mean,
is this the biggest lesson that an owner can learn from this? It's like, dude, just because you're an owner does not mean you got free reigns to say whatever you think it comes to your head.
Well,
I'm just so shocked. Like, did he not realize what's still on paper? Like, Jordan Montgomery on paper can still choose to stay and will still get paid that much from you, and you're still going to go out and say that. I don't know. Maybe he thought saying that, like, oh, Jordan Montgomery knows that I don't really care for him. Is he going to feel comfortable enough to stay here? I'd be like, I don't care. I'm going to pay me my money, you know?
So good. It was so. Oh God, that felt so good.
I don't know if you know this, but Ken Kendrick went to the Jerry Jones School of Media Relations. So, I mean, so well done, Ken.
Good for him. Now you just lost 22.5, which in the grand scheme of things, right? Like, I mean, he's like, all right, it may not be a lot to him, but you know what? It's gonna hurt because now he's gonna have to pay no matter what. He has to pay the man. You know what I mean? So it's amazing.
I have a question on the note of free agents. Real quick, I kind of want to go around the horn and ask everyone, which free agent are you most excited about this offseason? It doesn't matter where they go, but like, assuming they won't stay where they are at now, I'm going to start off first and say Alex Bregman.
Alex Bregman?
Really excited to see where Alex Bregman goes. I remember when they signed him for another 6 years ago. And as a Rangers fan, I was like, I cannot see what the end of 6 years would look like with a guy like Alex Bregman playing for a team that's in my division, like the Houston Astros. And now it's over, and I'm just like, okay, hopefully he doesn't continue in Houston because
I don't think he will. They're not. Houston's not going to pay him.
Yeah. So
He's
I'm really
demanding a lot of money too.
I think he goes to Arizona. Well, I don't know anymore. Actually, not with $22.5 million.
All right.
Less to spend.
I can tell you a couple of places he's probably not going to go.
Not the Yankees.
He's not going to go to New York or LA.
No, he's not.
He's not going to go to the Yankees or the Mets. He does not want anything to do with the New York media at all.
No, or LA.
Yeah, you're probably right about that. All right, what about you, Eric?
I was trying to see. They've been talking about a couple guys that could possibly go to Kansas City. Maybe Tyler O'Neill. I don't know if he's going to go. We're looking for an outfielder, so I don't know if he'll end up in Kansas City or not. I'm not sure what to think about him. I've never been a big fan of his, but if he can give us a good outfield bat, because that's what we struggled with. So kind of looking at maybe Tyler O'Neill. And then, Donnie, where's your dude Gleyber? Is he going to re-sign?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know why they're not offering him anything and why I don't know why they're not like making that happen. He's been pretty solid for him. So I don't know if they've got somebody else in mind or what the deal is.
And then also Kike Hernandez.
Oh,
yeah.
You took my free agent right there. That was who I was gonna say. I want to know. I want to see where Kike goes.
You don't think he stays in LA either?
No,
because on the Tuesday night show when we did our kind of predictions, you said you thought he might. I don't remember if you said he'd win MVP, but you thought he'd do pretty well in the World Series because he just all of a sudden when he got his glasses or whatever, he started hitting because he could see the ball.
Yep, you can see the ball. So like I was, listen, no one saw what what's his name was going to do, to win the MVP. I mean, he was on a historic home run battle by himself, right? But I want to see. It's funny because like Kike Hernandez was, the Puerto Rico media was asking, hey, how do you feel about this? But winning the championship and all that, it's like it was great. We Puerto Ricans, we stick together and all that. And to New York, fans, I know you guys root for New York, but you know what? Suck it. and it was so hilarious. I'm like, this dude is my hero, So I want to see. I'm hoping that he gets a big contract from a team. I don't think he's gonna get a big contract. He's gonna go somewhere probably like, who I think would want him, would sign him. Your boys, Patrick.
The Blue Jays love a player that can play multiple positions. I mean, that's what
a super utility
guy. They love those kind of players. So
I can see him going to Toronto.
Yeah, I'd take him.
So would a lot of teams right now. So now I hope you guys enjoy. Now get this, part 1 of 3. That's right, you heard that right. 3 episodes of one full conversation that all of my friends had together that night. It is a lot of fun. I promise you guys are going to laugh and you guys are going to be like, I'm sorry, come again? I'm telling you, you guys got to stay tuned for the next 2 parts, okay? Now, before I go, I got to give you a little bit of business, and then I'm going to give you guys a little bit of trivia at the end, okay? But I want to give you guys this real quick, all right? Make sure you guys tune in every Tuesday and Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time to That Chronicle Sports Show. Make sure you guys come on, hang out with us. We talk all sports, not just baseball, but all sports. Eric, Patrick, Donnie, and I, we talk all sports all the time. It's a lot of fun. We make fun of each other, mostly Patrick and Eric. I'm just kidding. We make fun of everybody. And then we love to hear from you in the comment section. All right. Now that part's done, let's get you guys a little bit of trivia. Now, did you guys know that the Boston Americans won the very first in what is considered now to be the World Series? That's right. The Boston Americans was the very first team to win the World Series, which was back in 1903. Because, guys, it's the more you know. All right. Now, go out there. Kick some ass. And let's make this day our pitch. All right. I screwed that up. I got to go.
This podcast is part of the Curved Brim Media Network. Here are some of the other members of Curved Brim Media.
Hi, this is Kelly Robinson, the Minor League Nerd. My YouTube channel explores the history of minor league baseball teams. More than just stats, we delve into team lineage, sharing stories from current franchises to obscure one-year wonders.
I'm Paul Caputo, and on the Baseball by Design podcast, I talk to minor league baseball teams, designers, and other super interesting people about what these minor league baseball logos mean, and I talk a little bit about ice cream helmets.
What's up, Bucketheads? I'm Anna DiTomaso, and each week on the Baseball Bucket List podcast, I speak with a different fan about their favorite baseball memories, what the game means to them, and what's left to check off on their baseball bucket list.
Hey everyone, it's Eric from the great state of Kansas.
This is Johnny from the New Orleans Baby Cakes Memorial Museum.
And we are the Earn Fun Average podcast,
where we talk to a variety of guests about their love of baseball and have fun doing it.
America, lower your standards.
Average is what we do best.
This is Patrick and Corey of BaseballMapper.com, and we have made an interactive map to help highlight all baseball teams from the majors down to collegiate summer leagues.
We want to bring you closer to baseball. So get on the site and find a team near you today.
Hey guys, this is Patrick Larson from the Minor League Baseball Hat History Series. And in every episode, I go through the history of minor league teams through my personal collection of hats. You can find me on Twitter at PatLarson1. I hope you guys enjoy.
Learn more about Curved Brim Media at curvedbrimmedia.com.